I want to talk today for a few minutes. Acts 5 and 29. I'm going to talk about we must obey God. Peter and the apostle replied, we must obey God rather than man. We must. It's imperative. It's important. We ought to do it. It's our obligation. God give us his command. He wants us to be committed to him. It's a must. It's a need. It's our responsibility to obey God. And saints of the Most High God, don't let people sidetrack you off your responsibility of what you should be doing with God. Not so much what we ought to do for God, but with God. Because sometimes we have our own agenda, and we've got to be careful of that. Especially a lot of church work might not be what God wants you to do. One of the things that the people of God must always do is obey. You don't get nothing else. You must obey him. I can remember the time I used to get a lot of whippings because I didn't obey God, obey my mother or my father. I know y'all ain't never did that. And mama would whoop me and say, I told you what not to do. And you didn't obey me. Well, a lot of us in the church is being whooped by God because we didn't or we obey him. God wants us to observe his commandment. His commandment means his word. He wants us to be in agreement with him. We must fulfill his mission on earth. We are God's representative on earth. We must follow him. We must yield ourselves, carry out what God has told you to do. What God told you to do, do it with all your might. Without all any reservation. Just do what God said do. The apostle here knew their own priority. They knew what they supposed to be doing. Well, while most are standing around and talking and joking